Check.
Shahi, do your MC.
Check.
Right here? Oh, no, not yet. Yeah.
Check. I'd like to invite His Eminence Archbishop Anushavan Tanyelian, Prelate of the Eastern Prelacy, as well as His Grace Bishop Tanya Fendukyan, Primate of the Eastern Diocese, to begin our program.
Հայրմեր ովսկսի օրհնյալ Տերմեր Հիսուս Քրիստոս ամեն հայրմեր
Ուրեմինս սուրբ երեցյանքո երեսակայությունքո երեսինքո որոյես դինս երեբրի սաս մեր անաբազոր դուրմենս այսօր եւ ողոմես բարիքներ որոյես մեր կողմերով բարականած եւ միանես մեզ փոխություն այլ գրյազ մեզ չարե զիծոյա կայություն եւ զորություն եւ ակտիվիտեանս
Before we begin, please join us to observe a moment of silence to remember our brothers and sisters who made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. I would now like to invite Angeri Anay Injigulyan from the New York Hierarchic Chapter to begin our program singing the national anthems.
You don't have to press anything.
So proudly we
par yerking der vogormia. Chuck. Welcome everyone. Before we begin the program, I just want to go over some precautions. Please keep your masks on at all times, even though the masks may muffle the chants. Maintain social distancing to the greatest extent possible. Stay safe and look out for each other. Refrain from giving in to any provocation, as we have always maintained peace. And do not travel alone. Stay vigilant against any suspicious activity and immediately report any suspicious activity to law enforcement officials. I'd now like to invite His Grace Bishop Tanya Fındukyan, Primate of the Eastern Diocese, to begin our program.
It is the greatest imaginable honor for me to be here with all of you, standing next to my dear and respected brother in Christ, Anushavan Surpazan. If there is any time for us Armenians to be together, it is this day. At this very moment, the greatest imaginable catastrophe is unfolding and unfortunately escalating in our homeland of Hayastan, of Armenia, and of Artsakh. The most powerful weapon that we have is our unity. Unity in every sense. We talk about unity all the time. It becomes a slogan. It becomes something that we wish and pray for someday in the future. My dear brothers and sisters, that day is today. We must make that unity real and tangible, coming together in one spirit, regardless of who we are, where we come from, what our political persuasion, what church we attend, what language we speak. As Armenians and our friends even, and those that associate themselves with us as Armenians, as this great nation, must come together with one spirit in prayer and in tangible support of our soldiers, of our people who are our brothers and sisters in the homeland. It's with that spirit that I join you today in confidence and in prayer and in faith. Սիրելի հայրենագիցներ, շատ մթրոշակներ գտեսնեմ այսօր, որ լավ է, բարձրացուցեք դեր թրոշակները, բոլորդ ալ բարձրացուցեք այդ թրոշակները, գտեսնեմ Միացյալ Նահանգած թրոշակը, գտեսնեմ Հայաստանի Հանրապետության թրոշակը, եւ գտեսնեմ հրաշալի թանկագին եւ քեղեցիկ Արցախի Հանրապետության Արցախը։ Այսօր հերու այդ խռովություններեն մենք սակայն միացած կգենանք այստեղ միացյալ ազգերի գազագերբություն արչևը թող ամբողջ աշխարհը տեսնենք որ մենք մեկ ազգ ենք մեկ ժողովուրդ ենք եւ մենք միշտ պիտի պաշտպանենք մեր հայրենիքը ներառյալ մեր Արցախը եւ այդ սուրբ հողը մեր ժողովուրդը ուրա որելան հայրենիքին մեջը գամ Սպյուրքին մեջը, Աստված մեր ժողովուրդը բահե, Աստված մեր Հայաստանի և Արցախի սուրբ հողը ալ ավելի պաշտպանե և օրհնե, և Աստված զորավոր գերբով բադհե և օրհնե մեր հայ ժողովուրդը։ Շնորհակալություն։
Dear fellow brothers and sisters, as I my spiritual brother, His Grace, Bishop Daniel Fundekian said, we stand united together. Today, unity is in action. We thank the Almighty Lord for His providential care, but mostly for His living word. Our Lord Jesus said, there is nothing hidden except to be disclosed, nor is anything secret except to come to light. After several months of proactive and malicious declarations by the presidents of Azerbaijan and Turkey, the world family community witnessed the unveiling agenda, hidden and secret agenda, when last Sunday they launched a war, large-scale war against Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. As of today, despite all sophisticated weaponry in their arsenals, Azerbaijan literally failed to conquer the invincible Artsakh. Yeah. We salute the brave and heroic efforts of the soldiers and people, both in Artsakh and in Armenia, who immediately and effectively responded to this unnecessary attack. Among other things, the common ground shared by Azerbaijan and Artsakh is, say with me, denialism. Yes, say it loudly, denialism. Our perpetrators of the Armenian genocide in 1915, over the last 105 years, they have denied the truth and they have been trying to bury the truth and only the truth. On the other hand, the authorities of Azerbaijan, they deny the fact that Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, which in 1923 was annexed to Azerbaijan by the capricious decision of Stalin, it was regained by its authentic owner by self-determination in 1991. And that's how Artsakh has been, is, and always will be Armenia. Armenia, the land, the hosting land of Noah's Ark. We salute the world leaders for the advocacy, for halting this unnecessary and harmful attack. In the meantime, we as Armenians, the citizens of the entire world, we express our solidarity and support to our brothers and sisters in Artsakh in their victorious march, paving the road toward permanent peace, understanding, cooperation, and prosperity in the entire region. Kuzem, Azeri Tov, հոգելույս է խորեն առաջին դատվորգոս մեզի դանն գիլիկյո, մեկ հաստատում է, որ ամեն ապրիլ 24-ին գուղեր հայ ժողովուկտին գրկնել այսօր եվս։ Ժողովուկները կան, որոնք գաբրին մերնելու համար։ Իսկ ժողովուկները կան, որոնք կմերնին ապրելու համար։ Հայ ժողովուկտը այն ժողովուրդն է, որ գիտե մերնիլ ապրելու համար։ Չի մերնիլ այն ժողովուրդը, որ ցեզի պես կսիրե հայրենիքը եւ սիրելով կմերնի հայրենիքին համար, որ հայ ժողովուրդը ապրի առհավերժ։
For those who are parked on 47th Street, the police are issuing parking tickets, so please, we don't want any of you to get parking tickets, so please move your cars. Thank you. NYFers to the front, please.
Testing, testing.
Go for it.
It's okay. All right. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it? What do we want? Artsakh is Armenia! 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 Stay off our land! 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 Stop the killing! Stop the hate! 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 Stop Azeri aggression! 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 Blood is on Aliyev's hands! 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 Turkey is guilty of war crimes! 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 Azerbaijan is guilty! Azerbaijan is guilty! Azerbaijan is guilty! Azerbaijan is guilty! Armenia wants peace! Armenia wants peace! We want peace! We want peace! Armenia wants peace! Armenia wants peace! We want peace! We want peace! Armenia wants peace! Armenia wants peace! With our soldiers! 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 Azerbaijan is guilty of war crimes! 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 Azerbaijan is guilty! Azerbaijan is guilty!
His Eminence Archbishop Anushavan Tanyelian, Prelate of the Eastern Prelacy, His Grace Bishop Tanya Fundukyan, Primate of the Eastern Diocese, Reverend Fathers, Angeruiner, Sireli Harinagitsner. We, the descendants of genocide survivors, are gathered here today, united to amplify our voices, not asking for peace, but demanding for peace. We are gathered here today to tell the United Nations that the Armenian people are not in a conflict over territory with Azerbaijan, but rather in a fight for their existence. And that measures that they have taken today so far have not been enough, as Turkey and Azerbaijan continue to keep the Armenian people subject to their aggression. We have gathered here today to show our brave brothers and sisters on the battlefield that they have the full support of the New Jersey and New York Armenian Panab. We are here united and ready to serve the nation by any means possible. And lastly, we are gathered here today to make sure that the world knows, without an ounce of doubt, Turkey and Azerbaijan will fail. Armenians will never die. 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 now like to welcome Angerui Ariana Mesrobian from the New Jersey Arson chapter to say a few words.
Հայ ժողովուրդ, ճիշտ բարերը չունիմ ներկայիս պատահածին։ Բոլորս ակիդենք, որ այսօր հավաքված ենք մեր փանագի գողքին գայնելու։ Մեզ համար ամենահուզիչ երևակայությունները գիրականանան, բայց թարցիոն մեր փանագը քաչափար կհարաճանա, որքան որ հուսահատինք, որքան որ սարսափինք այս թեփկերեն, պետք է հիշենք, որ քաչերի արյունը մեր մեջն է։ Պիտի պայքարենք, պիտի հաղթահարենք, եթե ոչ մեր հազարավոր տարվա հողին համար, ուրեմն հանուն մեր հայ զինվորին ու քաղաքացին, որոնց արյունը թափավ մեր սուրբ հողի վրա։ Հայ զինվոր, քիշեր ու ցերեկ աշխարհի 10 միլիոն հայերը գաղութեն, կփողոքեն, որ աշխարհը իմանա, թե մեր աչքը, միտքը, ուժը թուկեք, գեցե հայ փանագը, գեցե հայ փանագը, գեցե հայ փանագը, Ազերիին կամ թուրքին պես մեր նպատակը դարած քրավելը չէ, մեր նպատակն է պաշտպանել մեր խաղաղությունը, մեր դունը, մեր ընտանիքը, մեր հայրենիքը, հաղթելու ենք, հաղթելու ենք, հաղթելու ենք, որովհետև ասկով կարող ենք, որովհետև արդար ենք մենք մեր մողումներուն, որովհետև այն է մեր ճակատագիրը, առոր աշխարհ թող իմանա, հայը գաբրի ու կմնա։
Հաղթելու եք! Հաղթելու եք! Հաղթելու եք! Հաղթելու եք! Հաղթելու եք! Hands off Artsakh! Hands off Artsakh! Hands off Artsakh! Hands off Artsakh! What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! Hands off Artsakh! 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 Stop the aggression! 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 No more war! 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 Azerbaijan, stop! Azerbaijan, stop! Aliyev, blood on Aliyev's hands! 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 Baykar baykar biçemek! Baykar baykar biçemek!
You want to do it facing that way?
Baykar baykar biçemek! Baykar baykar biçemek!
They could talk to you.
Stop the killing, stop the hate! 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 Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! We are Artsakh strong! We are Artsakh strong! We are Artsakh strong! We are Artsakh strong! Armenians demand justice!
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 You want to do it with like
հայ հեղափոխական դաշնակցության Նյու Ջերսիի թրոկոմիտեյութեն են։ Այսօր մենք հոսավախված ենք, որպեսի մագի արչև, որպեսի մեր փողոքը ներկայացնենք մագի գազམ་ագերբություններուն, ասելու համար, որ բարդավոր են աշխարհի պետությունները, եթե խաղաղություն կուզեն հաստատվի հարավային Կովկասի մեջ, անպայման հասցեադերերը ճիշտ ձևով ասեն, որ Ադրբեջանը ինքը կանխամտածված ձևով ինքն էր հարձակողականի անցնողը Հայաստանի եւ Արցախի պետություններու թեմ, եւ Թուրքիան շատ հստակորեն թե մեղսագից է եւ թե մասնակից է այս հարձակումին։ Եթե կուզենք երկարատև ձևով խաղաղություն դիրել, մենք կհավատանք, որ տարածքներ չունենք հանձնելու, այս հայրենիք ունենք պաշտպանելու, ինչպես որ հիմա մեր քաչարի զինվորները եւ տղաքը կպաշտպանեն սահմանին, եւ միայն մեկ լուծում կա այսօր, եթե Արցախը վերադառնա որպես անկախ հանրապետություն բանակցային սեղանին, եւ միայն այդ ձևով է, որ երակողմանի ձևով կարելի է մշտական եւ երկար խաղաղություն պահել հարավային Կովկասի մեջ, ինչպես 1994-ին եղավ, երբ զինադադար կնքվեցավ Ադրբեջանի, Հայաստանի եւ Արցախի հանրապետություններու ստորագրությամբ։ Հուսանք կլսեն մեզի։
Homes and schools are being attacked with hopes to leave behind dust and ash. The majority of these fatalities are civilians, children, mothers, grandparents, innocent lives. Aliya's war crimes are supported by Turkey, a member of NATO that is supposed to uphold our collective security. If Turkey truly cared about peace in the region, What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now!
What do we want?
Peace!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Peace! When do we want it? Now!
Human rights is why we fight.
Human rights is why we fight!
Human rights is why we fight.
Human rights is why we fight! 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 Human rights is why we fight!
Shahin, give him the paper. Azeri youth, learn the truth.
Azeri youth, learn the truth! 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 With our soldiers! 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 Turkey guilty of war crimes! 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 Azerbaijan 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 guilty of war crimes! With our soldiers! 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 I don't think I'm going to be able to speak the process,
We're here today to tell the UN that what they're doing is not enough. The measures that they are taking are not enough. We demand justice, we demand peace, and we will keep our lands because we are strong. If we can't be there with our soldiers, we can gather here as a community. We can do everything we can by going on anca.org/alert, anca.org/call. They're guiding us into the right way. We'll stand together, we'll be strong.
I'd now like to invite James Sahagyan to share a few words on behalf of the New Jersey Terogomite.
100 years ago, nearly 100 years ago, Artsakh was given to Azerbaijan by one of the most evil dictators of the 20th century, Joseph Stalin. At that time, he also gave Nakhichevan. Nearly 100 years ago, Artsakh was given to Azerbaijan by one of the most evil dictators of the 20th century, Joseph Stalin. At that time, he also gave Nakhichevan to Azerbaijan in an orbital award in the Soviet Union. Over the next 80 years of Soviet life, Azerbaijan made every attempt to depopulate the Armenian population in both Nakhichevan and in Artsakh. They were successful in Nakhichevan. Not one Armenian remains today living peacefully in their historic homeland, because Nakhichevan is Armenia. But that was not enough. They went beyond that and had to even desecrate the thousands of beautiful stone crosses, our khachkars, that were in Nakhichevan. This is proven and has been recorded and is documented. The Armenians of Artsakh stood up in 1988 before the Soviet Union fell apart to demand their independence and their right to self-determination. 100 years ago, when Artsakh was put under Azeri control in the Soviet Union, there were only 60 countries, some 60 countries that existed in this world. Today, behind me in the United Nations, there are 193 sovereign nations based on the principle of self-determination of peoples. We demand the right for Armenia to have self-determination in Artsakh. Some 30 years ago, in 1991, many of us joined here as we were so proud when they raised the Armenian flag behind us to join the nations of the United Nations as an equal member. As you might notice, the flags are arranged alphabetically. I look forward to joining you here again soon as we raise the flag of the independent Republic of Artsakh in the appropriate place, right next to the flag of the independent Republic of Armenia. Brothers and sisters, our fight is not just against the Azeris and the Turks. They have recruited mercenaries, the most vile Islamic extremist mercenaries who fought for ISIS in Syria, in Libya. The Turks, our NATO ally, have recruited these people from places like Libya, Iraq, Syria, and even Pakistan to join them in their quest to rid Artsakh of our indigenous Armenian population. Here in the United States, we have faced terrorist attacks. Just 2 weeks ago, our community center in San Francisco was burned. They have shot bullets at our schools. They have vandalized our schools in Los Angeles, in San Francisco. Armenian businesses have been targeted. Brothers and sisters, we must remain vigilant. It's not just gathering here together. It's very important. I'm so pleased to see all of us here today. Thousands gathered in LA yesterday, all over the world. But we must, especially during this election season, hold our elected officials to account for what are they saying, what are they doing. Not only for what they're saying and what they're doing, but what they're not saying and what they're not doing. Too many remain silent. We must hold them to account. Brothers and sisters, we could make the difference. Every one of us has a part to do. If you have the time, call your members. If you have the ability, write an article, talk to your friends, educate. If you have money, give your money. In just a short period of time, the United Armenia Fund had raised over $11 million. I challenge each of you to give what you can according to your means. But let our brothers and sisters who are dealing with this merciless war, this horrible war where kamikaze drones are being dropped on their houses, they're targeting civilians, it's truly a campaign of terror. Let them know, our brothers and sisters, that they're not alone. We are another front in this war, brothers and sisters. We each have our role to do. So leave here today, not just feeling good, but leave here today with an objective of what can I do? What will you do today and tomorrow? Okay, our brothers and sisters survived in 1988 to 1994. 6 years of a bloody war against all odds. They succeeded. They won. Failure is not an option. It's our existential threat. This is our survival. So brothers and sisters, leave here today with the mission to take action. Bidi haqdenk. Haqdeluin! 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 What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Peace. What do we want? Peace. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Peace. When do we want it? Now.
What do you think if we went for a walk instead of standing static like this? Can we do that? Like we went go for a walk around the block?
We'll talk later.
Yeah?
Okay, we're gonna try something new. Come. I just hold it for a Where was this? Go ahead.
Just into it?
Into this.
Okay, hold on.
Hello. How are you?
Azeri lives threaten our lives!
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 With our soldiers!
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 Come on, louder for them! With our soldiers!
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 Artsakh is Armenia!
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 What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Human rights are why we fight.
Human rights are why we fight!
Human rights are why we fight.
Human rights are why we fight!
Human rights are why we fight.
Human rights are why we
Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. And
Human rights are why we fight.
Human rights are why
we come back.
Human rights are why we fight.
Human rights are why we fight!
Human rights are why we fight.
Human rights are why we fight!
Armenia wants peace!
Armenia wants peace!
Armenia wants peace! Armenia wants peace!
Armenia wants peace.
Armenia wants peace!
Armenia wants peace!
Blood on Aliya's hands! Blood on Aliya's hands!
Blood on Aliya's hands.
Blood on Aliya's hands!
Blood on Aliya's hands.
Blood on Aliya's hands!
Blood on Aliya's hands!
Aliyev is a dictator!
Aliyev is a dictator.
Aliyev is a dictator!
Stop the killing, stop the hate. Haftelue. 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 We will win.
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 Get to Hypanaga.
Get to Hypanaga.
Get to Hypanaga. Get to Hypanaga.
Get to Hypanaga.
Get a high banaga. Get a high banaga. Get a high banaga.
Armenians will never die. 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 Artsakh will never die. Artsakh will never die.
Artsakh forever.
Now when they come on the spot. Okay, now it's good.
It's a cool idea, though.
Stop supporting terrorists! Stop supporting terrorists! Stop supporting terrorists! Turkey out of Armenia! 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 I need another AYF.
All right. The red microphone. Give it to her. Nas. Michebo, padrastei că tu pană direct.
Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia!
Easy alsan güzel spananız. And in terms of messaging, what do you want to say?
With our soldiers! With our soldiers!
We're gathered here today in front of the United Nations to have our message heard, to stand with our brothers and sisters, not just in Armenia, not just in Artsakh, but throughout the world. Yesterday we saw the protests where thousands of Armenians got together in California. Tomorrow there are other protests. After that, we'll have even more. Why? Because we're at war. This is already the 5th day that Armenia and Artsakh have been attacked. Soldiers are being attacked on the line of contact. Civilians are being attacked in cities. Civilian populations are being hit with drones. The international community needs to step up and condemn not just Azerbaijan, but their Turkish allies who have stood with the Azeris from day one. This is the message that we've come. This is the message that we must always deliver. This is the message that we intend for the world to hear. We stand with our brothers and sisters. Today we protest. Tomorrow, whatever they need from us. But that is our responsibility. It is the responsibility of the international community. Not just France, not just Russia, but all the countries that belong to the United Nations. to condemn that which is going on. This is not some sort of border conflict. This is a group of people who are trying to exterminate the Armenians. This is a continuation of the Armenian genocide, which started in 1915. This is a continuation of the genocidal acts committed by Azeris in 1988, from 1988 to 1992. If given the opportunity, they're going to wipe Armenia and Armenians off the face of the planet. We, as Armenians, will not stand for it. Will the international community back us? That's the question. Thank you.
Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Azeri youth, learn the truth! 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 With our soldiers! 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 What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Peace! When do we want it? Now! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Artsakh strong! Artsakh strong! Artsakh strong! Artsakh strong! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Armenia demands justice! Armenia demands justice! Azeri youth, learn the truth! 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 Turkey guilty of war crimes! 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 Azerbaijan 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 guilty of war crimes! With our soldiers! With our soldiers! With our soldiers! With our soldiers! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop Azeri aggression! Stop the killing, stop the hate! 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 Get your hands off our land! 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 Stop the killing, stop the hate! 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 Artsakh strong! Artsakh strong! Artsakh strong! Artsakh strong! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! Artsakh is Armenia! With our soldiers! 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 Azeri youth!
You want to sing? You have 2 minutes to jump.
Chants, yes or no?
Yeah. No, let's see. Yeah,
So yeah.
Yer çimanım yel kucar, xenternen gıtnum hanar, ayz fessa kezare gaget sardar abadi martemet, ayz fessa kezare gaget sardar abadi martemet, zanker olançek, sırkazan kaçerin gançek, ay sartar badit, տանք զանգեր օղանչեք սրբազան կաչերին կանչեք այս արդար պատից սերունդներ դուք ձեզ ճանաչեք սարդարապատից Գեցե հայ զինվորը Գեցե հայ զինվորը Գեցե հայ զինվորը Գեցե հայ զինվորը Գեցե հայ բանակը Գեցե հայ բանակը Գեցե հայ բանակը Գեցե հայ բանակը Հայաստան ձեր հետ ենք Հայաստան ձեր հետ ենք Հայաստան ձեր հետ ենք Հայաստան ձեր հետ ենք Արցախ մենք 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 ձեր հետ ենք Stop Aliyev Stop Aliyev Stop Aliyev Stop Aliyev Erdogan is a terrorist Erdogan is a terrorist Erdogan is a terrorist Erdogan is a terrorist Stop Azerbaijani aggression Stop Azerbaijani aggression Stop Azerbaijani aggression Stop Azerbaijani aggression Kick Turkey out of NATO 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 Stop Aliyev Stop Aliyev Stop Aliyev Stop Aliyev Qarabağ merna Qarabağ merna Qarabağ merna Qarabağ merna Kick Turkey out of NATO 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 United Nations, can you hear us? United Nations, can you hear us? Kick Turkey out of NATO Kick Turkey out of NATO Okay, thank you.
Բարև սեզ, ուզում եմ մի բան ասեմ, I'm going to speak in English. It's something I wrote for Armenia. Mine Hayastan. Բարև, got in it.
Just go ahead, just go ahead.
Hi, my name is Garen Spenjan. I'm Armenian. Oh, like Kim Kardashian? Yeah, absolutely like Kim Kardashian. But also like Vartam Mamikonyan, Sogomon Teleryan, Monte Melkonyan, Roberta Banchan, Adam Sahakyan. These are just a few names for starters, all whom which are fallen martyrs. For eternal their spirits are immortal. The flames are always lit like our genocide memorial. Who are Armenians, you ask? Well, think of the phoenix. We rise from the ashes stronger than ever. A small country, but we grow under pressure. A nation who overcame a genocide and prevented ethnic cleansing. That's why any Armenian you ask is always proud and representing. See, we've got these hidden scars that you can't see. Although these wounds are still open, our spirits have never been broken. Our pain is left unspoken. Our lands have been stolen, but by God, we've been chosen. See, you didn't know we're the first Christian nation, surrounded by devils whose only mission is extermination. We've been tested so many times, yet avoided annihilation. But don't be mistaken. Through this, we built brick by brick, due to our determination, motivation, and dedication. Survived through a genocide, yet still seek recognition. So it hurts when we scream, but the world doesn't hear. And you've ignored us long enough, and that's been very clear. Any corner of the world you'll find an Armenian. From Australia to Iran, Alaska to Japan, we were stripped from our lands, forced to leave. By now, you must understand. With all this adversity, you're damn right, we take it personally. But like a flower, we will bloom, so forget me not. Leave the devils knocking at the door. We call her Mother Armenia because our queens are our backbones, and we crown them each with personal thrones. Our men are as tough as nails and provide for our kin. So when I hear... We call her Mother Armenia because our queens are our backbones, and we crown each and every one of them with personal thrones. Our men are as tough as nails and provide for our kin. So when I hear our soldiers say that we will win, I believe it with every word deep down within. We send young men to the front lines to protect Armenia. sacrificing their lives is the definition of a true warrior. Remember our fallen and pray for our future. You would love Armenia if you just knew her.
А? Здесь? А я еще не могу понять, где. Красавчик какой. Как его зовут? Он что, он рэпер? Он сыграл у меня так.
Hello.
Молодец.
Check. I'd now like to invite Azeri Turkish from the Armenian National Committee of America's New York chapter to say a few words.
First,
This is for name.
First and foremost, thank you all for coming. Husam մեր ցայնը բարձրացուցինք, հոս մագի արչև, եւ հույս ունիմ, որ ոչ միայն Ֆրանսան եւ ոչ միայն Ռուսիան, բայց ամբողջ աշխարհը մեզի պիտի լսե։ Եթե ոչ այսօր, եւ եթե ոչ վաղը, պիտի լսեն։ Մենք իրենց մտիկ անել մեր ցայնը պիտի լսեն։ Ես ուրիշ բան կուզեմ ցեզ եսել այսօր։ Ես փարգացած եմ։ My blood is boiling. Hingore! Պատերազմ կա։ Մեր սուրբ հողին վրա։ Այո, գաղթենք կոր։ Այո։ Լման աշխարհը կտեսնա, որ մեր հերոս տղաք ինչ կնեն կոր։ Բայց ես քող չեմ, որովհետև մեր տղակը իրենց կյանքը կուտան գոր սահմանին վրա։ Մեր ժողովուրդը գյուղերու մեջ կմեռնին գոր։ Մեր երեխաները, մեր մեծ մամաները դրոներով կզարնեն գոր։ Բայց ինչ կսպասեիք, որ թուրք քազանը, որ ազերին, այսպիսի բան պիտի չներ։ 94-ին մինչև 2016 կարծես թե մենք քնացած էինք, բայց այսօր մենք քնացած չենք։ Այսօր թերևս 9 միլիոն, 10 միլիոն հայություն կա, բայց այդ ժողովուրդը ոտքի ելած ժողովուրդ է։ Ես երեք բան մլսեցի, որ ցեզի գուզեմ փողանցեմ։ Ասի անգլերենս եմ։ Armenians don't fight like heroes. Heroes fight like Armenians. They say proof is in the pudding. For 5 days, a nation of less than 150,000, supported by Armenia, a country of 3 million, has warded off attacks along its line of contact from north to south. Azeris have been attacking us. Turks have been attacking us. Jihadists have been attacking us. But our boys have stood firm. Every day, they win on the ground. Every day so far, for us, has been a victory. So why is it that I tell you I'm angry? Why is it that my blood is boiling? Why is it that I hear news of an 18 or 19-year-old child taking out 9 military tanks, trucks, equipment, and I'm not filled with happiness because that boy is in harm's way, and where the world is putting him there. By their silence, nations of the United Nations, of the OSCE Minsk Group, of the Security Council, are allowing Turkey, Azerbaijan, and the 4,000 or so Islamist, well-trained jihadists from Syria to attack and kill not just soldiers, but innocents as well.
want to tell you that this war is almost over. In fact, I hope this war is almost over. But I don't expect it to be over. Azerbaijan for 25, 30 years has been gearing up for this moment. We must stay strong. This is the 5th day. On the 50th day, we'll be back. On the 500th day, we'll be back. And if we're needed, we all know where we belong. To that end, there may be some of you in New York that have special skills. Nurses, people of different backgrounds. Please approach me after the protest. Let's speak. Thankfully, right now, Artsakh does not need soldiers. Thankfully, right now, our borders are well protected. But we have to be ready. If called upon, we need to get off the substitutes bench and right into that game. Because that's what we can do for our people. That is the next step. We're talking about donations. We're talking about political pressure. We're talking about controlling the narrative. Those are all things we're doing now. But let's have an eye towards what we need to do down the road. Each and every single one of us. If you have any questions, if there's anything you want to address after this protest, please find me. Like I said a few days ago when I addressed the community on Facebook, I'm here to listen to you, and I'm responsible to you. And just as I'm responsible to you, you're responsible to your nation. We're going to continue until this is over. Haqelueng! Haqelueng! Haqelueng!
Nev Tomai Kari Göstujan Amur Gantir Mekbukan Nev Tomai Kari Göstujan Amur Gantir Mekbukan Բոլոր գազմագերբողներուն գոմե շնորհակալություն, վարձկերնիտ կդար բոլորին, վարձ կգադար մեր հայոց բանակին, որ մեր սահմանը միշտ ամուր գանքուն թշնամիներեն կպաշտպանե, մեր սրբազաններուն աղոթներով մեր հայոց բանակը առաջ պիտի տա, շատ ավելի առաջ պիտի տա եւ մեր սահմանը ավելի լավ պիտի ապահովենք։ Բոլորիդ վարձ կգադար, ապրի հայ ժողովուրդը, ապրի Արցախը եւ հիմա գուզեմ մեր հայդակիրը փակենք Գիլիկիայի քայլերկով բոլորս միասին։
Եվ որ բացնին թռնեն ուսո եւ մեր երկրեն աղտածը մեկ շգնա երգիր մեր Արմենիա եւ այլեյուն կազմի օրեր եւ Sangam desner zimgirigya aşkavolit yeduragem Sangam desner zimgirigya aşkavolit yeduragem Hasak maga Uramenai ilskavardi asagmavuk okilideci şadagav yuragone ojangana nimsagdana If you guys want to leave the flags over here or the posters, you can leave it next to the trees. Thank you so much. Follow us on Facebook. More details coming on social media, how we can help. And in the next few days and the next few weeks, and few days, we're going to tell on social media how we can help. And our churches and all our community centers are going to turn like a bank because we're going to need for blankets, sleeping bags, and we'll give you more details in the future.
and how we can collect them.
And please visit anca.org/alerts. We need to make sure that the members of Congress know what our issues are.
Thank you all.
If the posters are not yours, please leave them behind. Thank you.
Getting up. It's the more what's up, shadows.